A bunch of MAGA bigots on the internet have publicly outed themselves on the shitty racist version of Twitter for being shitty racist versions of human beings. In the comments of a now mega viral clip of Fox host Rachel Campos Duffy teaching Donald Trump to say his supervillain catchphrase in Spanish,
Mr. President, I'd like to teach you how to say, let's make America great again in Spanish.
a slew of MAGA accounts took to the comment section of the video to spew out some of the most vitriolic and hateful comments I've seen yet. Before we dive in, if you wouldn't mind obliterating that like button and joining the resistance by subscribing, it's the freest way to fight fascism and it really means the world to us. But I've also gone ahead and added a palate cleanser to the end of this story of a real president delivering an uplifting yet biting anti-Trump message earlier today, so we can rise above the filth that is maggots on Twitter and end this thing on a high note. Here is the now mega viral clip of Donald Trump cringily but pretty unassumingly letting Campos Duffy teach him how to say make America great again in Spanish.
In so many other ways, with all of this horrible stuff that they made you believe, our country was going to be a big failure, and it wasn't going to be long. I guess we're very close to 100 days, actually. And in this short period of time, we have made such an impact. We're respected all over the world again.
Mr. President, I'd like to teach you how to say, let's make America great again in Spanish. So, vamos a hacer América grande otra vez.
America grande otra vez.
Okay, now, was that a little cringe? Totally. Was it way better than eating a shitty-looking Taco Bell in Trump Tower on Cinco de Mayo and tweeting out, I love Hispanics? Absolutely not. That shit was legendary. Even the memes are worse in Trump's economy. But where this really gets off the rails and into the realm of, I can't believe these might be real people saying this shit, is the shit that was said by moronic Magadonian miscreants in the comment section. President Trump should have told her Americans speak English. This is a humiliation ritual. I thought he signed an EO to actually declare English the official language of our great country. We've been invaded by those who refuse to speak English. This is nonsense at Fox News. Nope, don't need this. In America, we speak English. The man declared English the official language of the United States, Rachel. Those are the tame ones. I've saved the worst for last, but for the sake of resetting a bit and before we trudge through more of the filth, I know it's hard to imagine how these people are so hateful because we on the left are wholly more empathetic and logical than those on the right. Let me know if you agree in the comments, though I think that's more fact than opinion.
Everyone deserves to be treated with dignity.
At worst, a guy gets sent to a country he doesn't want to go to. You know what? I can live with that.
Into a prison camp, not just out into the wild.
But unfortunately, it doesn't come as a surprise that these people are like this when you see what they've been lobotomized with via Fox propaganda network's coverage of Trump's most heinous and despicable acts, like deporting people to an El Salvadoran hellscape with no due process, and then hosting their dictator president in the White House and bragging about how he can't wait to send him the homegrown ones next.
Not just out into the wild.
Look, I'm sorry, Jessica. I understand your concern, but I refuse to care about one person who's an illegal alien. If that guy was a white American citizen, they would just call him a MAGA extremist.
Yeah, I think Gutfeld could do with a lobotomy, honestly, and good on Jessica Tarlov for gutting him like the swine he is. But when Republicans are fed lies and hateful crap like that night after night, it's no surprise that they then jump on the internet and say shit like this. That shit. He don't need to learn how to say make America great again in Spanish. This is the United States of America where we speak English. Mexican Americans love MAGA because we protect their best interests by sealing the border. What was the point if him saying it in Spanish? We're Americans that speak English, da GTFO here. And can we deport her? This is so ridiculous and so utterly dangerous because it leads to people like this woman that we made a video about earlier this year.
I don't give two shits that families are being separated if somebody's getting deported. I actually find it hilarious. It gives me a great deal of comfort. I have no sympathy that your child might grow up without a father because he got sent back to Mexico or whatever. I mean, y'all are welcome to go with him. Don't forget that's an option. That's a choice that you're making, right? I don't have any sympathy for your little videos that you're making on social media with all the tears. I don't give a shit. I'm actually fucking laughing at you that you're sitting there crying for attention. Okay. I find you guys to be subhumans. All right. Now, while you're sitting there judging me because I don't care that families are going to be separated from each other, I'd invite you to recall that hundreds of J6ers were separated from their families for something that equates to little more than a trespassing charge. Where were you then? Okay, bye.
And thankfully, she got her just desserts. She got fired from her job. But these maggots are hiding behind Twitter names and online personas or whatever. They could go about this and not face any repercussions. And look, some of them don't necessarily need to face repercussions, but it is just such a sorry state of discourse when that is your reaction to the president going on Fox News, talking to a Hispanic host and saying "Make America Great Again" in Spanish for the thousands, millions of Latina voters that actually voted for him that are in this country, that are here legally. But you can't recognize that because anyone who no peaky English is a fucking foreigner to you and is here illegally. It just makes me sick, folks, and I genuinely want to hear your reactions. Am I going too far with this? Did I flip out over nothing, or do you agree that if we let this continue without calling it out, that they will get more and more emboldened to say more and more hateful stuff and even do it to real people, which they've done? Marjorie Taylor Greene's husband just did this to a group of Islamic girls that were just praying in a parking lot. We made a video on that too.
You're demolished Middle Eastern
First off, we're actually born here. We're born here. Yes, we were.
not American.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, I'm obviously heated. It's been a long day. This is my rant. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Here, for your viewing pleasure, is Joe Biden rising above the crap and delivering this amazing message just hours ago.
Everyone deserves to be treated with dignity, regardless of their standing, regardless of their economic situation, regardless of who they are. Making sure that more than 60 million Americans who are living with disabilities are treated with dignity is who we are as Americans. That's what it's about. But look what's happened now. In fewer than 100 days, this new administration has made done so much damage and so much destruction. It's kind of breathtaking it could happen that soon. They've taken a hatchet to the Social Security Administration, pushing an additional 7,000 employees, 7,000 out the door in that time, including the most seasoned career officials. Now they're getting ready to push thousands more out the door. Already we can see the effects. For example, thousands of people use the Social Security website every single day to check on their benefits and submit their claims. But now, the technology division of the Social Security Administration has been cut in half. And so the website's crashing. People can't sign on to their accounts.